In this tutorial, I'll show you how to set up remote desktop. This one will be quick and easy, so pay attention and let's go. As you can see here in our initial configuration task, remote desktop is disabled. What we need to do is just click on enable remote desktop and select the second option, allow connections from computers running any version of remote desktop. In the case where your initial configuration task is not up, you can go to Start, Computer, Properties, go to Remote Settings, and you'll get the same dialog box. You just click the second option, hit OK on the pop-up dialog box. And in the case where you have different users, you can add them here by select users, click on Add, click on Advanced, Find Now, and you select the users you want to add, enabling them to remote desktop. By default, administrator is already added. So that we just click OK and we'll add them here, and you click OK again and you add it as administrator. It already is by default. So just cancel out, and when I get back, I'll make sure and select the second option, hit apply, and it's OK. When we close this, you'll see that remote desktop is now enabled. So I will minimize my server, and I have a Vista VM here running in the background. Now what we're gonna do, we hit start, and we will see remote desktop connection. Now in the event that it's not here, all you do is just go to the search, type in remote, and it should pop up automatically. Just right click on it, you can add it to the start menu or to the quick launch. Right? Just select the remote desktop connection, and you'll get a dialog box like this. As you can see, we will need to put in our IP address, and that will be the IP address of the PC that you are trying to log into. In this case, it will be our server, and the IP address will be 192.168.0.1, and we will hit connect. It's going to prompt you for a password. Just put in the password we've been using all the time and hit OK. It may take a little while, and after a little bit it's going to log you in remotely into the server. As you can see here, this is my initial server configuration task. I minimize, you're going to see the server desktop. Alright, now if I bring back up my before we go there, let me just show you what's going to happen. I can create a file on my desktop, my server's desktop. Let's say name it remote desktop successful. Hit enter. This test file here, I'll copy that and I'll drag it into the remote desktop folder. This is for when we drop the connection, when we disconnect and go back to the server, we should see this file on the desktop. I just move this across to see if it will move as well. Now let me bring back up my server virtual machine, and what you're going to see is that it has logged us out of the server. Alright, this is one way to show that it is working. It's going to automatically log you out of the server. So we minimize, and I will drop the connection. Just hit close here. It's going to prompt you, and just hit OK. And you can see we go back to Vista. Now when I bring back up my server, I will just log in here. What we should see, what we do see, is the folder we created, remote desktop successful, and as well as the movement of the test file from one corner of the screen to the middle of the screen. And if we open up the remote desktop folder we created, we're going to see the test file we also copied in here. And that's remote desktop in a nutshell.